What's up, everybody? Welcome to Bird's Eye View. Yours truly, Will I Am, in the building with Will. And y'all should know by now who's on here, but if you don't, you're gonna know now. What's going on, Mika J? How you doing?
I'm great. I'm great. It's the weekend and it's been a long one, but I'm ready.
You know that's right. Bump City.
Yeah.
Bump City, what's going on,
Hey,
man?
slow motion, man. Ready for this Super Bowl weekend?
Ooh, yeah, yeah. And I
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
and I like it, and I like it. So, you always throw a monkey wrench. Who you got, Bump?
I'm
Eagles or
taking that
Chiefs?
American bird. I'm taking that American bird, man. The other bird. I'm sticking with the birds. So I'm
Okay.
going with the Eagles, man.
Okay. Mika J, who you rolling with?
I'm going with the Eagles.
Okay.
I'm
Well,
just not my home fan.
my homeboy. You ain't my homeboy fan? Okay.
No.
You
uh,
sticking with the division, Wood, or what? You sticking within the
hell
division?
no.
I
I'm with the
figured. I figured.
Chiefs. I'm with the
Yeah.
Chiefs. I don't
Okay, I
care.
figured.
I don't care if the Chiefs win 10 in a row if they
Uh
playing
huh.
against the Giants or the Eagles or the
Out
Commanders.
of
I don't
yeah.
care.
uh,
Yeah, yeah. I gotta
Oh
go.
man.
I gotta
so you
go.
want them to three-peat.
Yeah, I don't care. I don't.
Yeah.
I don't care.
You know,
Okay.
Eagles Dallas is rival, so you know what I'm saying.
I mean,
He
I get it, but
that's
yeah.
still.
yeah. That's
My
like cheering
son
for
Corey
Kentucky
is
to
a
him.
Dallas fan, but my nephew is an Eagles fan, so I'm going to ride with
Yeah.
him.
Who's Corey pulling for, me?
Corey's a Dallas fan. He's really sad and depressed also.
Uh huh.
Yeah,
So is he
because
sticking with the Eagles or
I
the
don't
Chiefs?
know. I guess he's gonna ride with them. I mean, he didn't say either or. I don't think he really cares. I don't care
Okay.
either. Real
Yeah,
talk. I just
most
care
people
about
don't.
the halftime show.
Yeah.
Yeah, most people don't.
Yeah.
You know what I'm
Kendrick
saying?
Lamar.
Most people don't care
Yeah.
about it. If your team
Right.
ain't in there, you just want to see a good game, and it is what it is.
Yeah.
Like you said, the halftime, the food, the drinks, all that kind of
Right.
stuff like that. That's all
Right.
that matters. All right. Speaking
Mm-hmm.
of football, Louisville decided to get one of their own. Deion Branch named wide receiver coach. It's about time. It's about
Right.
time. He deserves it. He's qualified. I do like how Bronk put him on the staff at first, anyway. Basic public relation type stuff like that,
Right.
and that which is great. So now let's get it, man. He's a Super Bowl MVP. I'm very
Mm-hmm.
happy with this situation and all this kind of stuff. Mika J, what do you think about Dion in there?
I thought it was a smart move. Like Dion played for U of L, like you said, he was MVP of the Super Bowl. He knows what he's doing, and they like him. Like you know what I'm saying. I think
Yeah.
that
Yeah.
relations are very important in
True.
college sports. So I think that was a great move on Brahm's part.
Right, right. Bump City.
Mhm. Hey, like you guys just said, it's a no-brainer. I mean, he's intricate part of the program, Super Bowl MVP, loved on the NFL circles. So could bring a gang of experience to the receiver room, and he knows his stuff. So that's just a no-brain hire right there. That's a
Right.
home run without question.
Right, big time. You know what I'm saying? And he's got
Yeah,
the proof. Even when he was at Louisville, he was a star receiver. You
Yeah.
yeah,
know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
the proof is in the pudding. They know, and like you said, they got the relationships with him, so it makes it better.
right.
He's bringing
They
out.
love
Yeah.
him.
Have y'all seen the picture? He's bringing out the afros, American finest
Yeah,
receivers on Saturdays.
receivers
Yeah.
on
No, I haven't
Saturdays.
seen
Yeah,
that.
yeah, yeah,
He posted a picture of. I guess they had some
Oh
customized.
yes, I did. You talking about the jogging suit?
Yes, yes, yes,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
Okay.
I
I was like,
I did see
okay,
that.
do it, do it. I hear you. Do what you got to do. I love it, love it. We need that. We need that. Keep it in the family, so to
Right.
speak. Well, we didn't need this one. Notre Dame ran past Louisville, 89-71. We knew that it was going to be tough sledding, big time.
Right.
Notre Dame has the best tandem guards, big time. I mean,
Yeah,
Hidalgo and Miles are legit. They going to the Final
yeah.
Four. Just because of them themselves. Louisville
Right.
they show grit. They hung in there in the second and kind of a little bit
Half.
the third. You know what I'm saying? So they tightened up the grips, but just couldn't keep up, man. I mean, discipline situations. The young, like we talked about the youth and all this kind of
Right.
stuff. But it's kind of hard when your youth is mainly your guards. You know what I'm saying? And your transfer portal a person is as a guard that we know that Jeff Walls coached them harder anyway. A point guard, it's kind of tough. Hey, let's keep it 100. Hidalgo, real quick, had 34 points.
Oh wow.
34.
She's a beast. She's a beast.
Miles had 17. Yeah.
Yeah. What did the forward
They had,
have? So,
they had 51 points themselves. What are you talking about? Citron or who are you talking about? King.
Citron.
Citron got started kind of late. She only had 8 points. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, she only had eight
Okay.
points. Westbeld had only two. King had 16. But it's the guard play. 50,
Yeah, when you have that 1-2
51
punch.
points. 51 points and you only score
Yeah, that's a lot
89.
of points.
Yeah, that's it right there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's the ball
Yeah.
game.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Bump. Did you
We
get to see
it was
it?
a
Go
hey,
ahead.
we played them tough. We played them tough the first half. I mean, I was real impressed with the first half. I believe they was beating us by one at halftime
Yeah.
and came out and kind of opened it up really in the late middle third and fourth kind of ran away with it. But I was proud of the team. They played hard. They played extremely hard that game. Just like you said, talent and experience, and they had a great
Hmm.
coach over
Yeah.
also on that bench. She's a beast.
Right.
She's a beast.
And get more talent as we talk. Mika J, did you get a chance to check
Right.
him out?
I did not see the game, but we had already talked
Mhm.
about this. Notre Dame is pretty tough anyway, so we knew that that was
Yeah.
going to be a hard game for them. So, I mean, like Bump said, I mean, if they lasted for the first half, they played a good, solid game. Sometimes that experience and that
Takes
just you
over.
being the
Yeah.
more dominant team really shows up in the second half.
It
Right.
does, and that's what exactly what happened.
Yeah.
And it's kind of bad. You got Carrie who had 12, but she was only 2 for 9 from the field. She was 8 for 10 for
Mm,
the free throws, which is great. But Jaleel Williams, the other starting point guard, only 2 points. You
right.
ain't
Yeah,
stopping
they
nobody. You
haven't.
ain't contributing. That's
Right.
not good. That's not good. So we'll see.
Right.
Like Bump said, they did play hard. They showed life. Because my TV was changing channels already in the first quarter.
Yeah.
I ain't gonna lie. Like, here we go. Let's see it. This
Hey, I watched it
look.
all.
This is like UConn a little bit too much. Speaking of that, down Louisville is 15-7, 8-3. How many more wins do you think the Cardinals need to get in the tournament? And this is just it doesn't get any easier. Let me say this, and let me start back
No.
with this. They got 7 more games, and it says it's only 7. I can read it real quick. They got California, which by the time it's aired, they already played them. They got Stanford coming in. They got to go at Florida State, who's 22nd ranked. They got to go at Duke, who's 10th ranked. North Carolina comes in
Oh.
as a 13th rank. Then you got Clemson coming
Mm,
in, and that's on the February 27th. You end the season at Notre Dame. 7 games
Wow.
left. So the magic number out of that 7, what do you think? How many games you guys think they need? And you can say the ACC tournament too. I mean, I don't know. I mean,
Honestly,
yeah.
that's what I had. I had that they needed to make it to at least the semis in the ACC tournament.
right?
That's a tough road, though.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
It is. It
That's a
is.
juggernaut.
Yeah, that's a
That's a
tough
juggernaut.
road.
I mean, you got
Yeah, I
to
don't know if
think
they're gonna make that.
only really two out of the 7 games. Only 2 games that you probably going to be favored is. I know that California, which is 1.5, which I don't know how, but that's okay. That's at home. Stanford is only 11-10, and Clemson is 11-11. Other than that,
Mm.
you're going to be underdog on the road and at home with the rest of them.
Yeah. I was gonna say if you win
Yeah,
three, get 3 of those last 7 games,
I was thinking
and
that too.
maybe two in
In
the
the
tournament,
tournament.
I think you good to go.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah, because I mean
yeah.
you carry a name, and you're gonna get the benefit of the doubt because you've been what
You
your
carry
past
a
resume
name
looks
and you
like.
also bring
Right,
in revenue. Well, we're known
right,
for revenue, and that's what the NCAA
right.
cares
Traveling.
about.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
because you're gonna
I
you
think
get
we might sneak in.
the only problem is that normally how they did the pods and different stuff like that. They kind of switch it up a little bit, but you have the home field, but they kind of switch. But the problem is you only beat one top 25 team.
Mm.
You're
Yeah,
gonna need to get one of them. I mean, to me, to be secure, even with 2 victories, because if you lose, say if they go 2-5, 3-4, hopefully 3-4. Um, Most likely none of that might not be against ranked team. I hope it is one ranked team just to boost that up.
Well, it'd
Be,
be good if they could get
Right.
one ranked team at home and then one ranked team on the road. I mean, that'd look better
Yeah.
yeah,
on the
yeah,
resume.
because you
Yeah.
one in 5 or something bad with it. And the
Yeah.
only team they beat was Georgia Tech, and they was without their star. It is what it is. We'll take that victory.
Okay.
But that was the only top
Right.
25
Right.
team they got. So, uh, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah. I think it's gonna be a little tough on them.
It's gonna be rough.
Yeah, yeah,
It's
big
gonna be
time.
rough.
Yeah. Whew.
Yeah.
Good luck, ladies. Good luck. Good luck. That's all I say on that. Good luck. Kind of sneaky. Uh,
So you
uh,
got.
that's all I got. I ain't got nothing else. Good luck. Good luck. Yeah. Speaking of good luck, Georgia Tech halt the Cardinals win streak at 10, 77-70. This was last Saturday. This kind of I don't know. I don't know. I'm very interested in what you guys think. And Mika, I'm gonna let you go ahead and
Hmm.
start this conversation. What's your thoughts on this game?
Well, I mean, I think it was the Syracuse, whatever game was before this game. We talked about
Wake
the
Forest.
sloppy play. And yes, Wake Forest.
Yeah.
Okay, so the sloppy play kind of followed them to Atlanta.
Hmm.
They weren't making free throws. It was just they just didn't look very disciplined out there. They was just, it almost got to the point to where it was what's the word I'm looking for? Like where you are more focused on yourself and not the team.
Oh, okay.
Um,
Yeah. Individual
but
playing
this,
individual ball.
Yeah.
yes, it wasn't
Selfish
team
play.
ball.
Yeah.
Yeah, so
Right.
and we know, I mean, everybody knows you won't win games if you can't make free throws. They're free
True.
throws. Like
True.
you're supposed to make
Yeah.
those. Like that's I don't, but yeah, I mean, it is what it is. The funny part is that Georgia Tech was the last team that stopped our 10-game winning streak years
Right.
ago.
Okay.
So,
Yeah.
Okay.
Right.
Okay.
yeah. Yeah.
Well, we take it. We'll take it. Bump City. What's your thoughts on the game?
Hey man. Good first half. We was up by 11 at halftime. No way I
True.
thought we was gonna lose that game, being up by 11 at halftime. Come out in the second half and just start, like Mika said, playing selfish and missing free throws, which is we
Yeah.
missed enough free throws to win the game. You know what I'm saying? If we would have hit them,
Yeah.
we would have won.
Right.
So you
Right.
can't leave points at the line like that. And I don't know if we got the big head going down to Atlanta, and Georgia Tech hadn't been playing their best ball. We went down there and thinking it was going to be an easy victory.
True.
Went down there, man, and got it handed to us. Georgia Tech is former. They had a good game plan to take out Rain Smith, and
Right.
Damon Stoudemire. Yeah, he's a heck of a coach, man. So he knows what it takes, man, to stop what we was doing, and he did. And that was to stop our
He did
guard
it.
play.
Yeah.
Yeah, Chucky, he had
Yep.
started off good, but he didn't have a great game. But
Yeah.
I hated that we went down there and lost there. But sometimes a loss like that can be a blessing in disguise because it puts on
Yeah.
tape that hey, we're not there yet, and you know what I'm saying we need to fix these things if we're gonna be a contender in this ACC.
Right.
Yeah. Right. Right. I think, and I agree with both you guys. I just think focus and not even just Louisville laid a head on team. You can't have people out of whack. So everybody has to do their job. I just don't think everybody did their job. Numbers can be uh, fool's gold when you look at as far as Chucky 17, Edwards 22, and Hadley 16. Hadley was in foul trouble, so you took him out of the box. He
Yeah.
really couldn't do what he
Yeah.
normally
Yeah,
does. So that's one less person that you can run the offense through that he was in foul trouble, and that's the respect
Right.
of your opponent. You know, um,
right.
people like James. James Scott, dude. You playing against other
Yeah.
dudes who are 6'11" that can jump out the
Yeah.
roof too, right? So what are you doing? You have to develop a post up move. I mean,
Right.
Yeah.
it's funny because when you watch the game, you know that Hadley's got some moves down there. You know, Chucky put you on his back too, and so would Edwards. But
Right.
none of the bigs, and really none of the bigs, is really falling on him. Like you have to develop a hook because these
Yeah.
guys, they don't know you. They don't care about you. They thinking, dude, we can
Right.
do
Right.
just what you do, and
Right.
they was catching lobs and dunking it. So you gonna have to man up, dude. For real, for real. You gonna have to man. I put Frank the Tank in there. I'd rather Frank the Tank
Yeah.
foul out in 5 minutes,
Yeah.
trying
Yeah.
hard.
Right.
Yeah.
That kind of stuff. So, but I'm gonna tell you who I really feel for, and this happened before, and it's happened several times in the past 3 to 4 years, especially if we go to Chicago with them. I feel sorry for the fans who went down there because this is
Yeah.
what the style of ball that they was playing. They did not look like the same thing.
Right.
Much respect for Stoudemire, who should have been a Louisville Cardinal, Duke and coach, but they wasn't scared. They was desperate. They was playing. They played hard, and they knew what to do. Louisville, hey man, their fans, and probably that was the first time they probably saw that many fans on the road for them, as far as
Oh,
Louisville,
for
Right.
sure.
Right.
because we
Yeah.
knew it was
For
coming,
sure.
and they didn't show out. I hate that, but
Yeah.
lesson learned. Hopefully, lesson learned on that one,
Yeah.
big time.
Yeah.
Let's hope and pray. How damaging was the GT loss to you guys? Basically, we do have the privilege that we know that the other game has been played, but you can take it from tournament wise or the psyche, however you want to talk about it. Bump, what you thinking? How damaging was the loss?
It hurt as far as polls and perception, because for a minute I was like, man, it's not the same old Louisville. This
Mm-hmm.
even though we lost,
Mhm.
it's not the same old Louisville from the last couple of years. But
True.
as far as natural perception, I think it hurt us a little bit. Good thing about it is Georgia Tech came back and beat a good Clemson team the
Yes.
the
Right.
next game they played. So
Yeah.
Georgia Tech is a formidable team. But far as us, I think it might have knocked us down a seed in the tournament. It
Mm-hmm.
lost may have.
Right.
But if we go ahead and finish out strong and then go ahead and tournament ACC tournament and make a little noise, I think we'll end up with a good decent seed. I mean,
Mm-hmm.
whoever we play in the tournament, I don't think they would want to see us across from them.
Right. Right.
Be it a
True.
lower
Yeah.
seed, or if we get a nine, I know nine always plays the 10 seed. Nobody wants to see us across from them.
Right. That's true.
So it's up in the air. You know what I'm saying? It's up in the air yet to be termed yet. How that loss hurt us.
Okay. I like that. Mika J.
Well, we saw how it hurt us. We immediately fell out of the top 25. But honestly, I think that that's what they might have needed. I think they kind of got the big head a little bit.
Hmm.
So I think that maybe I preferred this loss over later. Like, I prefer us go
Right.
ahead, finish
Mm-hmm.
out this season, make this deep run in the actual NCAA tournament. But I agree with Bump too. I think it also may have pushed our seating down a little bit. But at this
Hmm.
point, I don't think any of the fans care. We just are happy to be in the tournament again.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Hmm.
Uh, yeah, psychic. The feelings got hurt. That's what's damaging. Their feelings got
Hmm.
hurt. They just thought they could probably, do what they do. They probably didn't respect Georgia Tech to the fullest. The media, you can tell that really it's grad students that are voting in these polls because some of these teams are getting beat by worse teams in Georgia Tech are equivalent,
Yeah,
and they don't move nothing but 2 spots. Come
yeah,
on, it's the
Hmm.
bias, it's the SEC
Right.
bias, big
yeah,
Yeah.
time.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
what's going on. And the crazy thing is, hopefully, Louisville fans go ahead and cheer Georgia Tech because if they can go ahead and get at least a number 8 seed in the ACC, meaning from the bottom, it's only helps them beating Clemson helps out. So that's loss
yeah,
Yeah.
is a quad 2. It's not a quad 3. So hopefully they get their mojo and do what they got to do, and hopefully we can see them in the ACC tournament and go ahead and take
Right.
care of business. But yeah, I'm with you guys. I just think it's the national media who like, oh, here they go, because they don't respect
Yeah.
the ACC as a whole.
Right.
And don't
right.
get me wrong, Georgia Tech did what they had to do, but they still was not a good team as far
Right.
as stuff wasn't together.
Yeah,
And
yeah,
it is like Mika's right. Let's take it right now and let's move on and do what we have to do. This rebound, and that's what Louisville did. Uh, Big time. They bounced back. They beat Boston College 84-58. This game right here was feel good. Get back. Everybody's high fiving and chucking and jiving and things like that. And actually, they showed true grit. Chucky basically like a pull growing in the second half, beginning
Yeah.
stage of the second half. But it didn't stop them. They just put, they you can see that they was determined, not even just the Chucky, because when Chucky came out, Chucky Chucky was probably going to end up with 20 some points on him anyway because he tried to turn
Yeah.
up. But you could tell that the last two games, even though it was a win Wake Forest, they like second half we got to go ahead. So it was about doing a little bit smoother operation that they have done. But anytime you go on the road, and they say this is the second largest ACC road win University of Louisville has had while they've been in the ACC. Is you still got to be impressed. Boston College, they had some injuries, but so what? Louisville did too. Let's keep on moving and
Right.
keep grinding. Mika J, what's your thoughts on the Cardinals bouncing back against Boston College?
I say it was a good game. They came to play, and like you said, losing Chucky when Chucky went out, I know there was bumps, major issue for
Yeah.
us
Well,
when he
well,
said if he was to get in
Hmm.
foul trouble, well, he got in worse. I mean, hurting yourself is much worse than foul
Right.
trouble.
true.
But the way they still went in there, and I think when he went out, I think we were
Yeah.
up by maybe 10 or 11. And so when he went out
Yeah.
and they executed,
Yeah.
they made the adjustments and made sure that we stuck, you know what I'm saying, that we still made that win on the road, because those kind of games, they can go either way. That could be a momentum buster, or it can cause you to go in there and really want to play, and they definitely took
Yeah.
that and ran with it. So I was impressed.
Love it, love it. Bum City.
Hey, I thought we started the game a little sloppy, like we was out
Yeah.
Texas. We looked a little sloppy early, but we found our footing and came out and took care of business. Second half, like Mika said, when Chucky went out, it was a little scary because, like I said, we was up 10-11, could
Mm-hmm.
have went either way.
Yeah.
But the guys locked
Right.
in, man, and came out, and focus seemed like they locked in a little bit more and was a little more determined to get the job done. So, I'm ecstatic with the win. As like I said, winning on the road is always a bonus.
Right.
Be about 1, 15, or 20. A win's a win. And so I thought overall for the game we played a great game.
Right.
We
Right.
played a great game
Yeah.
against them.
Yeah.
And also this is confidence builder for them. I mean, granted, hopefully Chucky stuff is just a slight pull growing, and he'll be back for us. Let's just fingers crossed there. But it's also confidence for them that you know we can continue to do what we have to do and take care of business. I mean, this is not an ideal situation.
Right.
We don't want him out for the whole bunch of
Right.
games or nothing like that. But
That
Right.
they
part.
but they executed. They did what they had to do, and I think being that Mr. Johnson's been out, you know what I'm saying, Mika's son has been out, that's already going to help because Terrence Edwards is used to running point. You know what I'm saying? He's not the best.
True.
Right.
He's not the
True.
best ball
Yeah.
handler, and his vision's not that great. But he knows exactly where it needs to go, and he did a great job in
Yes.
that
Right.
second half for that. You know, uh,
Yeah.
we got to get Rain back going. I mean, we know that he's having PTSD because they are running through his ass on that defense. They are running his
Yeah.
ass. They are beating
Yeah.
him up, and that's the whole thing. And when you have a shooter, you take his legs away. You get him off the
Yeah.
court, not just chase. And I said this the other day, last night. That the thing about it is, to me, is that when you have to play tough defense that he's playing, and so that's beating him by taking his legs. That means when you're coming on offense, those curls that you normally come off tight around the screens is loose. It's
Right.
thrown off. You don't have the same mojo and the energy that you had because you got to go down here. Then you running around like Steve Alford. You're not crisp. It's not tight cuts.
Right. Right.
And if you're not tight cuts and the dude is
Yeah.
following you, they right in your face. So
Yeah. The whole game.
hopefully, yeah, hopefully they got him on the treadmill right now because that's how it's
Yeah.
gonna be.
It
That's
is
That's
how
the
it's
how it's
blue.
gonna
gonna
The
be.
be.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. The
Yeah.
it's out on the word's out on Rain
The
Smith.
word is out.
Yeah,
Yeah. The film. You got film now, buddy. We
yeah.
watching you.
hmm And
Yeah.
who's trying to give up 10 3-pointers to somebody? That's embarrassing.
Right.
You know what I'm
Exactly.
saying? So,
Nobody.
so they gonna come out, but
Nobody.
great.
Nobody.
Okay, shit, Keith is in the house. Goodness gracious. Good win though,
Yeah.
Cards. Good win though. Great bounce back. We love that. We'll take that and we move on. Moving on. Right now to you guys, and we have watched Louisville 17-6, 10-2 in the conference. So that's 23 games, right? What right now is their biggest weakness? Mika J, what do you think Louisville's biggest weakness is?
I was hoping you started with me.
Okay.
You really
Yeah,
just spoke on it. I, my in my opinion, I think our biggest weakness is Rain Smith. He is a defensive liability. Like, if you've not paid attention, every last few, I guess the last 5 or 6 games, whoever is his man, they do him. Like, they are
they
going to
go at
get
him.
their points. I don't care
Hmm.
who is he's guarding up against. They get their points.
Right.
So I think that if he's not making shots, I don't think that he should be in the
He's a
game
liability.
because
He's a
he's a
liability.
liability.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah. That's true.
He's my biggest weakness.
Right. Right. And I'm gonna say that
Yeah.
on this. To me, and that's the only reason why you can't take it, sit his ass down, because he's the decoy. He opens it up
Yeah.
for so many players in that offense. It meaning that you're gonna have two people on you shooting out regardless. And I agree with you. If you're not hitting, you're hurt. It's just the problem is who the hell nobody else is gonna stretch the court like him. And I hate it because that's the where we are. We have one shooter. We truly have one really
We do just have
legit
him. Yeah.
shooter. But you're right
Yeah.
because that defense is ridiculous. And
Yeah.
kudos to them because I'll be tackling his ass too. But great
Right.
Yeah.
selection, great selection. Bump, what you
Yeah.
thinking?
I love Mika's choice also. That was a good
Hmm.
with me. But I'm gonna go with. I think our biggest weakness is we don't have that true rim protector
Woo!
on the defensive end.
Y'all preaching
If we had
today.
a true shot blocker, if we had a true shot blocker, I think it would make the game so much easier for us because teams
Yeah,
get in the lane on us and penetrate and score. You know, and if we had that defensive presence, I love Scott, but he doesn't have that defensive mindset yet.
yeah.
Even though he might block a shot or two during the
Woo!
game, but just that shot blocker, if we had a shot blocker and somebody had that physical presence on the inside, I mean, the sky would be the limit for us right there.
Yeah.
You guys are
Yeah.
bringing it. You guys are bringing
Yeah,
it. I mean, I love it. And it's so Scott is definitely on my radar. Him and really, both of them are becoming a liability on that defense because as much as Rain's giving up, if he ain't giving up, if Scott's man is going off in offensive
Yeah.
rebounds and dunking all over the
Yeah.
place.
yeah,
What the hell is going
Yeah.
on? I mean, I don't know. Did you get caught up in the sauce? Did you get
right.
caught up
Maybe.
in that? What the hell is going on? So I agree with both of you guys. I love that. I'm gonna say to me right now, I think that might bite us in the butt and it has bitten us in the butt. Free throw shooting. You
Yeah,
you,
Mm.
you can't go on the
Yeah.
road and miss all these free throws. I'm sorry.
I
I
agree.
get
right.
it. I get it at home, and we seen you miss at home too. I mean, it's not like it hasn't
Yeah.
been. I don't know, and we know their practice. I don't know if it's a lack of focus or what's going on. But if you go to the hole and get fouled like they do, and you missing these free throws, come on, man. Front
That's a
end one and
turnover.
one turnover.
That's a turnover.
Yeah.
That's a
The
It
front
turnover.
is.
ends, and
Yeah.
you
Yeah,
can't do that, especially now. Let's put it this way: this transfer portal has changed the game for everybody. Everybody's got a team that really got some players or some experience, so it's
yeah,
gonna be a fist fight. And if you
Yeah.
can't sit there and get those easy points, it's free points, then you in trouble. We cannot continue to do this. And you would
right.
think with all these 3-point shooters, people who are scorers can hit these free throws, and it ain't happening. It ain't happening like
It
it
ain't
should. So to me, I
happening.
just think is one of the biggest weakness in my eyes. But I love Rain most definitely. They are taking him into the woodshed. And
Yeah,
Scott, I don't know what the hell is going on. Who is the big man coach? Is this KP all over? Who is the big man coach? Because
right.
they ain't teaching them no kind of post up moves or defensive.
No,
I don't get it. I don't get it. Yo guys, right? I don't know. Good one, guys. That's a good one. All right. 2005 Final Four surprise ass team. Woo! Who was the unsung hero on the team for you? Mika, I'm gonna go with you. I'm gonna let you go ahead and do what you gotta do. Let's get this out the way.
hey, me.
Let's get this out the
You
way.
guys. are not gonna you're not gonna guess who I pick.
Oh,
So
she
you
done
know,
changed the
he's
game.
not my favorite player. You might be wrong about that too. But anyway, the unsung hero was O'Bannon.
She done
Larry
took my
O'Bannon.
damn pick.
Everybody, that's all of ours. That's all of ours.
Hey, is that a
Bulldogs.
male thing?
That's a
Bulldog, is that
bulldog.
bulldog?
I
Bulldogs.
Hey,
think
Bulldogs.
okay.
it's a bulldog
I'm about to switch it up
They
then.
gotta switch it up.
Yeah.
I'm about to switch it up.
O'Bannon was the unsung hero for us. He was the reason we got to that Final Four
Right.
Yes.
He hit the
because he
switch. He
helped
flipped the
us.
switch.
He flipped the switch, helped us
No.
beat Virginia in
Oh
overtime,
yes.
and yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah,
Most definitely. That's a good one. That's good. And everybody had it. And I love it. I love it. Bump
Right.
City, what you
Yeah.
got?
Hey, I had my boy Larry O first, but
Yeah.
I'm gonna go with Ellis Miles, man. He transformed his body. He
Yeah.
held down the inside for us,
Right.
rebound. He was a
yeah,
warrior. So, I'm gonna go with my boy Ellis Miles on that one, man. He transformed his body that
Had
year.
to. Had
It
to.
had to with
Yeah.
Rick, man. Rick put
yeah,
him on that
yeah,
treadmill. So man, he was a major factor for us that year on the inside. He scored, he rebounded, he did all the junkyard dog work for us on the
Yeah.
inside. So
Well,
hey, shout out to my man Ellis.
yeah.
I'm gonna go with his counterpart. I'm gonna go with Otis George, man.
Oh,
Oh,
okay.
I'm gonna go
okay.
with
Old
Otis. You know what I'm
Otis.
saying?
Old
Otis.
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 Old
Ain't
Otis.
nobody here for you, Otis.
Ain't nobody heard from
Yes.
you, Otis.
Yes, sir. They was there for Otis because Otis was
Yeah.
the ultimate hustle guy. You know,
He
getting
was. He
rebounds,
Yes,
was.
blocking shots, dunks,
yes,
things like that. He was the ultimate glue. He's gonna play some defense. And we that transformation happened because thank God it did. Because yeah.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna go with Otis George. But my first selection, definitely
Okay.
like you guys, was Larry O. Shout out Larry
Yeah.
O. What's up, my brother? Big
shout
time.
out
Yes,
the
sir.
Bill.
What do you think? What do you rank this team? Overall in Louisville history, top 10, top 5, top 15. You ain't got to be precise. What do we guys thinking? Bump, let's go. We know Bump's a historian, so let's go.
I'm gonna go.
Historian.
Hey, far as Louisville teams, hey, I'm from 80 on up. 80 on up. Now I can roll with you. Hey, but I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go at least a top 10 team. We made the, what I'm saying, Final Four team, a surprising team,
Mm-hmm.
guys that showed a lot of grit on that team. So I don't think at the beginning of the year, I don't think we had the expectation for them to go
Mm-hmm.
to the Final Four.
Mm-hmm.
So that was a
No,
surprise, and plus, it was a breath of fresh air because we hadn't been in 19
since
years.
1986.
86, yeah.
86.
So
86.
that team holds a lot of regard for the city because I remember
Yeah,
being out on Broadway and celebrating,
Yeah.
you know, with everybody. So man, it was a fun time for the city. So I'm gonna give them top
yeah.
10 team.
Cool, cool. Mika J, what you thinking?
I can't give you a number either, but I
Mm-hmm.
definitely top 10.
Hmm.
That that was a fun team. That
Yeah.
I can
Hmm.
remember very clearly that West Virginia game. I was at
Oh man.
Tiffany's
Ooh.
house. We used to always watch games together. So we was all at
Ooh.
Tiffany's house, and I just happened to it was right at overtime, and I was like, "Oh
Mm.
my god, my nerves is bad." I go
Yeah.
outside, I stand on their deck, and lo and
Uh huh.
behold, what flies on the deck? A cardinal
The
bark.
Cardinal board. Yeah.
Cardinal
So
Hey.
I come back
bird.
in and I tell everybody, y'all, we
Yeah.
straight, y'all. We got this
We
game. I ain't even
good.
worried about this
Yeah.
no more.
Hey.
Yes.
So
Uh,
yes, I love that team. I
no.
did.
Yeah, yeah, I'm, I'm with you guys. It's definitely a top 10. I think anytime you go to the Final Four, you got, granted
Yes.
we are rich in history with quite a few Final Fours and stuff like that. Anytime a team makes a Final Four, it's definitely a top 10. Unless you got about 30 of them, 20, whatever. But still,
Right.
Right.
very important. And I mean, this was the resurgence of Louisville, coming back. And
Yes.
Taquan Dean, Francisco Garcia, all those guys,
Yep.
started putting us back on the map. And,
Right.
it actually opened up the door more for Rick to recruit some better players and things like that
Yep.
and
Right.
understand
Yep.
what he's about and what he was doing. So, I mean, fun to watch. And I with Mika, I was, as far as that West Virginia pit snoggle hitting all them threes, 6'11"
Yeah.
dude, smacking it down. I'm like, hold on, bro. Somebody guard him. You're yelling and shaking
Right.
like, what the fuck is going on? We supposed to
Yeah.
beat West Virginia. What the hell is going on? and it was crazy. And Bump, who was the game before that? Was that Florida? Who was the game before them?
We had busted Florida. We had bird. No, Florida had the lead on us. We came
Florida
back and beat
also.
Florida, I
Yeah, we
believe.
Yep.
came back and beat them
Yeah,
also.
Yep.
you
Yeah.
came back and beat Florida. Two
Yep.
good games in a
Yeah.
row.
Yeah.
Yep.
Whoo! You talking about the heart? Just like, oh my gosh, he trying to
Yeah,
kill us. The cardiac cards. But hey, hats
right.
off to 2005 Final Four team.
Yes.
Big time. Let's see. Let's do it this way. This is where Mika J is not gonna let us down. Your
Uh,
favorite player and why? Let's go, Mika J.
Okay, so on that team, I had two for real talk.
Mm.
Francisco and Taekwon Dean were my favorite players. You just knew that they was gonna give you everything they had every game. I mean, every game they came out ready to play. And Taekwon Dean was not hard on the eyes either, ladies. So you know what I'm saying. He was a little
okay.
cutie pie. So yes, those were my two favorite players.
All righty, okay, cool. Bump City.
Hey, my boy Larry O, Louisville legend. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna go with him. You know what I'm saying? This high school homeboy. But like
Mm.
with me, I'm going with those two guys for simple fact, not because what they did, because of their story. Both of them
Right.
had
Yes.
a backstory. Both of them had a
Mm-hmm.
backstory, man, that was,
Oh,
that made you really want to root for them. With
Yep.
Francisco being up from New York and his brother getting killed, I believe, that
Yep.
yeah.
season,
Yep.
and
Yep.
Taekwon, everything he had been through. You was just really pulling for those guys, man. And I'm glad to see that they
Yeah.
both made it and turned out good.
Right,
Yeah.
right. I love that. Yeah, they did. Both of them had hell of a stories, and I'm gonna say Mr. Dean. I'm gonna say Taekwon Dean for the simple fact
Hmm.
it was so hard. I mean, to me, he was the best shooter since Dewan Week. You
Yeah.
Yeah,
know, and really, Dewan did Hall of Fame stuff because he really didn't have that much support either, right? But so
right,
you wasn't used to it because then he didn't embrace the 3-point shot. So
right.
knowing that Ricky P was gonna do that, I'm just waiting for that dude that can really lights out shoot it. And Dean was there
Right.
every time he shot it. You thought it was going in. Dude
Yep.
Two
was
gym rats also.
woo,
Both
Money.
those guys was
yeah.
gym rats.
Love it, love it.
Money.
Dude was
Yep.
Stayed in the gym.
money. And
Yeah,
the only thing that happened, and I feel so sorry that it happened, and we seen it happen after him, is that Rick tried to make him a point guard his senior year, and it cost him money.
yeah,
Dude, this be a two guard,
Yeah.
bro.
yeah,
This,
yeah.
if Tony, if
Positions
Tony,
basketball.
if Tony Dell could get in
Yeah.
there shooting them threes, Taekwon Dean could have got
Yeah,
drafted in there shooting them threes. Yeah, I'm not saying you ain't gonna
Yeah.
last
right.
forever, but you making somebody play a position and everybody, they look, oh man, what's going on? It's too much. It was too much for him, and it
Too
really
much
probably hurt
pressure.
him. Yeah, he's not a
Yeah.
point.
Right,
He's a shooting guard. He may be an undersized, but he's still a shooting
Yeah.
guard, and I think that messed him
right.
up. But I used to love Dean this way downtown, bang, baby. It was all that
Yep.
big time. Last but not least, Miami at Louisville is this Saturday where they're going to be honoring the 2005 team. It's at 2 p.m. Miami
Mhm.
is 5-17 and 1-10 in the conference. The
They
worst
are dead
team,
last.
worst team
Yeah,
there. Louisville 17-6, like I said, 10-2. This one, we're not gonna dive into it, but I mean, let's say this: do you play Chucky? If he could play, do you play him?
No.
Okay,
Nope.
okay, okay.
No.
Look at Bump.
I
What you
mean,
got?
because here's what you got to remember: I mean, if you play him before his groin has really healed,
Oh
oh,
yeah,
we could be
yeah,
done. Like we could lose
he
him for
could.
the rest of the
yeah.
season.
Yeah, he could
It's not
snap it.
worth it.
Right,
Yeah, he could tear it
right.
away. So yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
That's
That's
true.
Yeah.
true.
Like that. What you thinking, Bump?
No, I'm indifferent. I want the whole squad out there, but that's a great point Mika made. I say you go ahead and rest them, man, and because still we should go ahead and bust them. I don't care what they recognize. They've been whooping our ass the last couple of
Oh
years.
yeah.
So this is
Right.
payback. This is payback for everybody.
Just stay back.
Everybody, what they say, anybody can get it.
Anybody?
Everybody can get it.
Anybody
B
can
Right.
get it.
So man, go ahead and
BTA.
bust them. Yes, sir. Go ahead and
BTA.
bust them. Belt their ass.
Yep. Yep. They
So
need
go
that.
ahead and bust them, man. I'm I don't hold no regards for none of them.
Right, right. They didn't for us.
No,
They loved it. They loved
did
what was
they?
struggling the last
Did
4
they?
years or whatever the hell's
Yeah,
going on. So
yeah.
No,
yeah,
And
nobody
then come and
cared. We
shake our
were the
hand.
laughing stock of
No.
basketball.
yeah,
Nobody cared
yeah,
about
Yeah,
our
yeah.
woes.
yeah. And
Right.
Nobody
then
cared.
Kenny Payne shaking the other coach's hand, smiling and laughing after the game. Like, man, you just got
Yeah.
your ass
You
whooped, and
got
you over
done
here
in.
shaking and laughing the hand. Yeah, man,
You got done
please.
in. Yeah, yeah. I think only way you play them if you do X-rays and it's not what we think it is. You know what I'm saying? I think
Right.
everybody's
Yes.
assuming we just don't know what the hell. But I'm with you. Get that
Yeah.
rest. You should be able to beat them without him. And everybody just got to suck it up. Give him that extra rest that he needs. You had you play. Ooh, you got to play at North Carolina State. So I'd rather have a healthy Chucky at North
Mm-hmm.
Carolina
Yeah, for
State
that game.
than the Miami
Yeah.
because they're gonna press nonstop. They're
Yeah.
gonna do what they gotta do. That's what Keith does. And
Right.
plus they reeling. They 9-13. So I'd say go ahead and rest him. And then hopefully, get and he's back. Waterman back. He hit 1-3 and then he ended up 1-5, 4-5. Damn, and he's taking my guy Frank the Tank's minutes.
Yeah.
No.
I'm not. Yeah,
Uh,
yeah, yeah. Okay, bump that. Mika J, give me a prediction. Give me a prediction.
oh, what was the score the other night? What did we win by? 87?
84-58.
Hmm.
I'm going to go 87-57.
Mm. Ooh, beat down. I like that.
Ooh.
Bump City. Yeah.
Yeah. So, hey, I'm gonna go.
BTA.
We're home. I'm gonna go 90 to
Ooh.
72.
Ooh, boy, y'all ain't playing, are you? Y'all ain't playing today. I'm gonna say
No,
this.
nah.
I because Chucky probably won't play. And I'm going my score is gonna reflect Chucky not playing. I'm gonna say
Right.
Louisville 70, 73 to 53. 73 to
Okay.
53. Still ass kicking, but I don't know. We see. I just there's something about Turns playing point guard the whole game. I'm kind of nervous. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know.
Hey,
Yeah.
fat ball the other night. Don't do him like
Yeah,
that.
but he's not a point guard. He balled.
That's
He did his
okay.
thing.
Here's
He did
what
his
I
thing.
think is going to
Hey,
Hadley,
we
happen. I
we need
think that,
we
Hadley's gonna have to bring that ball. I mean, run the point through Hadley
yeah, and
sometimes
that's
too.
yeah.
fine. That's fine.
Yeah.
I just feel
Hey,
like
my boy
James,
can also
because he's had some bad games, he's going to
yeah.
come in and he's going to get off some Saturday. I just got that feeling. I just think that
Hey,
he's gonna have a lights out game.
we'd be remiss if we didn't say how my man was it Trayon played.
Oh, Abubakar. Yeah, that's my guy.
Abubakar,
Surely,
That's my guy.
he
hey,
had
That's
a
my guy.
game. He
he's
had a
been
game, man.
balling.
He just has to
He has.
he just got to put away those fouls. He had 4 fouls,
Yeah.
but
Yep,
do ball, do
yep,
balls. When he's in there,
yeah.
dude,
And you know
He's
what?
been balling.
He could also bring the ball up court too.
oh yeah,
He
because
also brings the ball up
him and
court sometimes.
him and
He's
Haley
We
gonna
saw
be
capable.
that.
key. Him and Haley gonna be
Yeah, he
key.
pushes it.
Yeah, so then that'll give uh, Edwards a break. You know what I'm saying? Don't have him pounding the
Right.
ball the whole time. Run the offense, get it up,
Yeah,
do what you got to do. Hell, Rain, please bring it up. Sometimes pass the ball. Whatever, do
Right.
go all in. Shit, do what you got to do. But no. Abubakar, yeah, the dude is special. He just got to quit fouling.
Great game.
Quit fouling.
Right.
yeah. I
15
like him.
minutes,
Yeah.
15 minutes, and put up what he did. Yeah. So
Yeah.
I'm gonna start a petition to say that Noah Waterman gets no more than 5 minutes a game. I'm just for real because
Yeah.
I don't. That dude hit it. It's almost like when he hit that first one, you knew he was gonna start blazing the glory. As soon as he
Yeah.
got the
I thought that too. I was like, oh
Yeah.
shoot, it went in.
Worst
Here you go,
thing to happen to
crazy.
him. Yeah. Yeah.
he's like heat check. Give it up, baby. Like no, no, it is what it
We
is.
don't need you for that, man.
No,
We
get
don't
We
need you
inside.
for
don't
that.
need that.
Get inside. Get some
Yeah.
rebounds. Get some rebounds. Help the other guys out instead of hanging around the 3-point line all game long. Because he's, like I
Exactly.
said, because he's
Exactly.
definitely a liability on defense because they abuse him like it's no
Yeah.
tomorrow. Him and Rain on the same
Yeah.
Yeah.
size. Pick your poison. Anybody's getting him.
Yeah.
All right, let's go. All right, where you leaving the people with Mika J?
Go Cards.
There it is. There it is.
Yeah.
Bump.
Hey, go Cards and go Eagles.
Now you don't get no ding on that. You don't get no ding on that. We understand. We understand that's on your AFC. You don't get no ding. You almost helped me because I was
Yeah,
really paying. No, none of the
right.
new sound. Go Cards, take care of business.
Uh,
It is what it is. Thank you guys for the support.
yeah.
We love what we do. So hey, we really appreciate you guys. So follow, like, subscribe. God bless. Peace.
Bye.